My Teenage Dream Ended by Farrah Abraham. So, sometimes when people hear music, they also want to make music. And sometimes they just don't have the experience to make. Yeah, look, this album's not very good. I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. The thing is, and interestingly, this is supposedly a genre called outsider music, aka music made by people that are on the outside of music. They don't know music, or they don't know how the fuck to make music, which usually leads to very bad fucking music. But more interestingly, it actually leads to just interesting music because it's being made by people that don't pay attention to the conventions of music. So, granted, the things they create isn't, they're not very good, but they're interesting. And honestly, I love any album that can actually engage me. And yeah, this is one of those. Interestingly, like there's a huge overlap between outsider music and people that make purposefully bad music. Fucking, I forgot the name now, but there's some people out there that purposefully put out like the worst sounding with the worst lyrics type music just because they actually want to, like they want to try and make it sound like horrible, which is actually a skill, ironically enough, to try and make try and make a song that is bad but interesting. I promise you, it's not very easy. And yeah, look, this album is, man, when people get accused of using too much autotune, this album will put that to the test, honestly, because I think that after you hear this album, you won't ever again complain about artists using too much autotune, because this is in a way, she uses so much fucking autotune that it gets to the point where it's a stylistic choice, right? Like, it's actually that fucking bad. But I'll say this: if she had done this a few years later, she would actually be big, because this is exactly the type of like rap that mumble rappers nowadays actually do. Or just could, pass as like obnoxious music type thing, right? But I mean, look, I don't listen to a lot of rap, but I'm telling you, like, a lot of this album just fucking sounds like modern day mumble rappers, especially with autotune. I don't know, like, I got mega vibes from that. If I didn't know what the album was about, and if I didn't read the lyrics and I just heard the songs, I would think that this was like, like some girl that wanted to be a rapper or some shit. I'm telling you, it sounds like mumble rap. I'm fucking sorry. And the thing that adds to the entire package, because look, having bad autotune, that's one thing. But you also have to have bad instrumental. And oh boy, dubstep is outdated by today's standards, but dubstep in this album already sounds outdated. The fact that they chose dubstep out of every, because, I mean, it's not just dubstep, obviously, that's not every song, but a lot of songs have the dubstep type of registry, and it's just so funny, because the entire fucking album is about, pretty much just losing, like, the lover of your life type thing, and then becoming pregnant and having to, like, raise a kid alone, and, my dude, dubstep, really? And that's what I mean, dude. Obviously, anyone that like does music, listen to music or whatever, you probably won't mix, the dubstep, like type thing with fucking, the challenges of having to raise a kid alone. You know what I mean? But again, that's why outsider music is fucking pog as shit, and it's actually so funny because even the artwork is actually low quality, even the fucking artwork is low quality, and I mean, it's a fucking treat, honestly, it's a fucking treat, and yeah, honestly, for all of the memes and everything, and for all of the quote-unquote bad that it is, or whatever, it's actually quite endearing to just have someone that, uses music as a vehicle to tell their story, someone that just wants to express himself. Again, is it good? No, really, but it's engaging, and honestly, to me, that's the thing. I can tolerate bad albums as long as they engage me, as long as, like, they actually do something that, like basically, if an album as me as me have an opinion on it, and as me want to discuss it, that album did something right. Because sometimes some albums you just listen to them and you just go, yeah, whatever, and you just don't really have an opinion. To me, those albums fail more than albums that are supposed to be super fucking bad. And look, this album is like half an hour long. It's barely a fucking EP, and it's a fucking treat. It's I wouldn't even consider it a full album, I guess, but it's I don't know, like, you just fucking listen to it. I like to describe this type of albums as just imagine like a train wreck with a circus on top of it on fire. That's what it feels like, you know what I mean? Like, you're sitting there and you're fucking listening to that and you go, what the fuck is even going on? And that's the best part. Like, bro, you don't know what's gonna happen next. Like, you can hear prog metal bands nowadays and you know exactly everything they're gonna do, right? But these albums, you never know what's coming next. You actually never know. Like, it's always a fucking surprise, because you never know. Sure, it might be it with dubstep, or it might be it with a fucking acoustic song with way too much fucking auto-tune. Who knows? Who really knows? You might be it with a ballad about how fucking everyone just gets in your way and no one really supports you, and that the boyfriend doesn't support you, the boyfriend's family doesn't support you, the boyfriend's dad doesn't fucking support you, know what I mean? Or you can have fucking dubstep about how you miss someone. It's I don't know how to describe it, but again, like, it's interesting, and between being good and being interesting, I'll take interesting any day of the week, honestly, because there's a lot of albums that are musically good, as in, like, they're competent, they, like, follow all of the quote-unquote rules of music or whatever, right? I shouldn't say that, because music doesn't exactly have, I guess, rules, but, there are albums that follow all of the fundamentals of music, and they're boring as fuck, honestly. You're just sitting there and you have nothing to say about this. These, on the other hand, they are no. These, on the other hand, this is fuck. I'm 100% telling you this. I'm gonna be re-listening to this album. Like, this is just the type of fucking music that I fuck with. Again, is it good? Fuck no. But I've already do that. There's a song that I forget the name. God damn it. But there's a song there that had a hook that I was going like, this is so fucking bad, but it's actually really catchy. It's really fucking actually, wait, no, I'm gonna try and do this. I don't know if I should do this live, but I'm gonna try and actually find the song all up, because the fucking hook of it was actually really fucking again, like, mega auto-tune and everything, but it was really catchy. Was it Liar Liar? It was either Liar Liar or Caught. I think it was Liar Liar, especially because in the Liar Liar song there's a fucking... She actually just sings Liar Liar Pants on Fire. Like, she actually uses that in the... You know what I mean? Like, bro, which musician would have the musicianship to fucking pull that off in a song? No one, And the thing is, because the entire fucking album is so bad, it doesn't even sound cringe. It doesn't, if anything, it sounds like a fucking highlight, And I'm not even memeing when I say I genuinely actually like this. Like, I'm not memeing because I think that oftentimes, and I really dislike that notion of, I think that oftentimes you sort of have people that are too harsh on, especially people that might have money here and there, or at least a bit of money to, like, record an album or whatever without, having a lot of experience or whatever, or not even that. Like, sometimes people online just make music and, it's not very good because it's their first time making music or whatever. And I really hate how there's this culture, especially amongst music reviewers, to just kind of shit on things. Like, it's fine to have an opinion. It's fine to say, I don't like it, whatever, I don't vibe with it. But I think that there's this sort of, like, mean culture where it's like some people purposefully search for, like, quote-unquote bad albums to, like, shit on them and make fun of them, just so they... Because it's easy views. It's easy views. I'll admit that. It's fucking easy views, And I've been there. I've been that type of person. And I think that the more music I heard, the more music I listened to and everything, from everyone, from people super experienced to people not that experienced, I gotta fucking say, I appreciate when people put themselves out there. I appreciate when people just are unapologetically themselves, when people just express themselves. like, sure, they might not be very good right now, but who knows, it might be the start of a brilliant fucking career, it might be the start of someone who genuinely makes very fucking impactful. You don't know, basically, is my point. And I think that sometimes, like, I think people need to celebrate these types of albums more, honestly. So, and the funny thing is, this album, I think it came out in like 2016, I think. I'm not too sure, actually, I'll have to check, but I think it was 2016. The cover, though, looks like it's from like 2005. Actually, let me fucking go and check on Google when this album actually came out. Okay, 2012, right? So 2012, over a decade ago, sure. But it's it looks like 2002. Honestly, it looks incredibly fucking outdated, and again, I find that really funny that it looks so outdated, and it sounds super like, outside of the dubstep, it sounds outdated as fuck. But again, it's like, it's so unapologetically the person being themselves and telling their story, and that to me is worth so fucking much more than anything else. And that's why I'm giving this album a solid 7 out of 10. And not in an ironic way, not like, oh yeah, I'm enjoying this ironically. No, like, unironically, 7 out of 10. It's actually fucking entertaining. It's that entertaining. And look, music that engages me deserves to be fucking respected, That's it. If your music engages me, I don't give a fuck of how bad it is or whatever. It's solid, right? 7 out of 10. That's how much I'm giving it.